All right, everybody, welcome back to Skyway Classics YouTube channel. We are now taking a ride in our 1948 Ford custom pickup truck. Of course, you can see it is one of a kind, definitely a show seer and definitely a show winner. Going to the one we have here featuring a beautiful red exterior. As you do see on some of the paint here, especially around the cabs, it has that beautiful design. Even right here is a perfect example of that pinstriping. Very popular in a lot of trucks from the late 50s to the early 90s. Of course, looking at it, it does have some very nice aftermarket Riddler style torque wheels on it to give it a nice impression. Of course, these trucks back in the day were nothing more than farm trucks moving hay in the backyard. But of course, this one is definitely more than that. Having that nice short bed there, along with the very nice, really nice, I should say, wooden floorboards there. I wouldn't recommend moving anything other than yourselves or your passengers. Definitely maybe even some trophies. As we move on to the inside, you can see we do have a very nice custom dash here alongside with the very nice twin leather custom interior seats. In fact, you can take a look at that. Look how good the embroidery looks on the seats. That's amazing. Even along the dash here, having a replaced cluster with the Dolphin gauges, definitely a lot more accurate than your old school Ford gauges. Having an updated steering column for your bigger drivers such as myself. Along the dash, you can see we do have a very nice JVC Bluetooth radio for all your fun times. Of course, even so, I'm more focused about worrying about what the truck sounds like than what you can hear through a radio. Other than that, door panels are in very good condition here. You can see you got the cranks there, the vent windows, all the fun stuff. Even the headliner in very good shape. As you may have even noticed, we just went over a bump. Suspension is in very good condition, which leads us to underneath the hood having a very nice 302 V8 engine. Of course, very souped up. Not exactly to the race quality, but of course to the performance quality where you can drive this thing across country and have a good guarantee with it. Of course, you do have the AC down there, even the updated console, all the good many functions that will be in our write-up to show you how great this truck is. Of course, we can even give you a little bit of a brake test to show you how good the brakes are. Being that it does have disc brakes, it is going to stop a lot better than your average old school drum brakes. But as for now, though, we are just going to get it turned around and up on the lift. So if you have a moment, please stay tuned with us to see the underneath.